Hi guys, and welcome to my channel. My name is Laurie Brown, and today we're going to talk about why you shouldn't settle. This is personal to me because I have been through it where I have settled in a relationship and it has turned out for the absolute worst, and I want to tell you guys the truth. So for the people out there who are of age and want to get married and settle down, but you have found a partner who will do, but it's not someone that you're in love with, this is the video for you. So if you want to hear more about my story, please stay tuned and I'll see you in the next clip. So the reason why I settled was because of the pressure from everyone around me. There was my family looking at me because I was getting older. One of my cousins, I believe she got married, and I had all my friends who were also getting married and settling down, and I wasn't able to do that. The settling down because I was picky. But the reality is I didn't find anyone that loved me deep enough to be able to grow that connection. And if I classify myself as somebody who is quite emotionally intelligent, so the wavelength of what I want in a partner is very different to the wavelength of what I would consider the average person would want. I knew what I was doing when I got into a situation. And the one question you need to ask yourself when you are with someone that you're not sure about is, if I was 10 years younger, would this be the person I'd want to spend the rest of my life with? And if the answer is no, or you don't know the answer, then stay in that state of confusion and figure it out, or leave the situation if you know the answer is no. Because when you build your house, so everybody has a role within a relationship, and if we're talking about traditional roles, just to make this conversation easier, everything that we do are sort of like chores, right? So cooking, cleaning, taking out the bin, working, making sure the children are okay, feeding them, clothing them, nurturing them. You know, there's so many different things that you need to have in a relationship in order for it to work. And that's the beauty of coming together with someone. But what happens is that when you're in that relationship and you don't feel like you're with someone who you can relate to, or someone who you are deeply in love with, everything starts to feel like a chore. And problems become even more heightened because when it comes to arguments or disagreements or conflicts, it's difficult when you're not fully in love with that person. Because instead of you thinking as a unit, you are thinking as an individual. And it's because you're not really caring that much about the other person's consideration. Because the reason why you picked that person in the first place is because they fit a certain mold. So now when they come out of that mold or they start to grow in different ways, it's very hard for you to accommodate, because that's not the reason why you're with them in the first place. When it comes to love and the matter of the heart, I'm not saying that that's the only thing you should go off, but I'm saying that you should be with someone that you respect, someone that you love, someone that makes you happy, someone that you can grow with, someone that you believe is wise, someone that has certain attributes and characteristics that make you feel like you're in awe of that person. Because it makes raising children harder. It makes the relationship harder. There have been people that I believe I have loved, which I would have no problem moving country for. But there are people where I feel like I've been in a relationship because it was convenient for me, or they were nice to me, they didn't cause me any problems. And I wouldn't even move to a different city in the same country if I was with them. And so you can see very clearly how you can have problems with someone that you're not really in love with, because it's the convenience of them is the reason why you are with them. And as a human being, right, we want to experience ultimate happiness. We want to fulfill our goals and dreams. And if we know one thing about this lifetime, is that it goes very quickly. But most of us believe that we have a purpose in life. And if we are not living within our purpose, it's going to cause a lot of turmoil within our hearts. And you can start to resent people if you settle. I know there's people out there who haven't had children or a family unit before and find it difficult to conceptualize a life without those things. And I'm not trying to say that you shouldn't want those things, but what I'm saying is that when you got it wrong, you fall so far back that you have to catch up in a way that I believe is not worth it.